Colby's questions, take one.
I was actually a tomboy. I had an older brother, so I just wanted to be one of the boys. So weddings were never like my big fantasy. So actually I hate being the center of attention, so this is actually going to be a big challenge for me, but I'm hoping it's going to be a good time. If it goes perfect, I'll be surprised. We're expecting the wedding to have a lot of hiccups. Yeah, we're just expecting a huge disaster, so we're kind of excited about that, and we plan on it being just a fun time with easygoing, no messes.
I think it's important for both of us. Mainly to me, just to make sure that I could do it. I played a small part in putting it all together. So being that I think I have that much more pressure on me with my small part. So if I could pull that off, it'll really show just how dedicated I am to making this perfect for her, which hopefully will correlate to her thinking it's perfect.
We actually fell in love with the Grove because it was so beautiful. We definitely wanted an outside wedding, even though it was December. We wanted it to be outside, and we wanted it to just be beautiful. I found out that I loved him when I thought I wasn't going to see him anymore. So I actually realized how much he meant to me when I thought I was never going to see him. And he was my best friend, so not having him to talk to and hang out with and do everything with was made me realize how much I really loved our friendship. So that's how I knew it was true love.
Knew it was true love earlier than I'd like to admit. I think we were at a restaurant someplace high end, like Wendy's or something, and we were just talking, and she was telling me about her animals or something. I don't even remember. And I remember just looking in her eyes and thinking like, oh no, I think I love her.
I want to have kids. I don't want to have them. But fostering is always an option. And I do want to have at least 2.
No, I am terrified. I'm terrified of kids. I don't want anything to do with kids. They will outgrow me. They will be taller than me. No, absolutely not. Will I have kids? Absolutely, because that's what Kayla wants, and I would love to have a little prodigy to teach them everything I know, which is a lot. I couldn't imagine a family without kids. So do I want kids right now? No. If you know about kids that I have, don't say anything. I'm sure it'll happen in the future, and I would be stoked to find out. Can I say stoked? Is that a you know? I'll be extremely excited and happy if I am to have a boy or a girl.
We've been together for 8 years.
We've been together for 8 years.
Definitely not love at first sight. I honestly thought he was a dumb jock, and he thought I was a ditzy cheerleader. Absolutely
not. I didn't even know what love was when I first saw her. I was probably like, ew, cooties.
Definitely not love at first sight, but that's what makes the story even better. My dad is giving me away, and as much as my dad is very strict, I find him to be old school Catholic, so I'm actually very honored that my dad's going to be giving me away. Question 7.
You guys want to hear a real funny story of the bride? This will be great. What had happened was, it was me, my dad, my sister, my brother, Kayla and I, and we're all out to eat. And the waitress says, how would you like your steak? And she answers, over easy.
One of our favorite stories is the time I took Colby to church, and Catholic church. So we're sitting there and everyone is what he thinks is greeting everybody. So he's going around telling everyone, Colby, pleased to meet you. Colby, pleased to meet you. Colby, pleased to meet you. And he turns to me and he says, Colby, pleased to meet you. And I just thought it was the funniest thing ever, because we're actually saying, peace be with you.
Oh, how did I pop the question? I'm thinking of all these awesome ways to do it that haven't been done yet. And so in the meantime, I got this ring in my pocket everywhere I go, waiting for that particular moment. You know, and it's burning a hole through my pocket. And I start to think, what if there's never that right moment? You know, I just gotta do it. I just gotta ask her. So I'd already asked her dad. He was like, hell no, but it didn't matter. I was gonna marry her anyway. And so she's sleeping one night, and it comes to me. I said, oh, this is gonna be great, right? I like to consider myself a pretty smooth talker. And so I was like, oh, I could just ad-lib some stuff in there. I'll be fantastic. So I run home, I shower up, grab the ring, get in some nice clothes, because she loves me in nice clothes. So I get in some nice clothes, nice dress shirt, tie. I shaved, not my entire face, she hates that. But I shaved up, cleaned up a little bit. So I get back to her, she's sleeping. It's gotta be 2 or 3 in the morning.
I actually woke up into him, leaned over my bed with my hand in his hand, and he was dressed. And trust me, Colby only wears basketball shorts and t-shirts, so to see him wearing a nice dress shirt and pants was a shocker in itself. And then he was leaned over my bed, and he woke me up out of my dream into a dream, and I thought it was the sweetest thing ever.
So I give her a little nudge and wake her up. She asks me if everything's all right. And I tell her, I wanted you to go from one dream to another. Will you marry me? Was I excited she said yes? Absolutely.
I was just so overwhelmed when he asked me that. My only answer was, of course.
Where's the honeymoon indeed? We have not even thought of that. And by the time you guys are watching this, we probably still haven't thought of that. I don't know where it's at or when it's going to be, but it'll be fantastic.
We haven't decided where our honeymoon is. Hopefully somewhere that has a lot of sunscreen, because Colby burns easy. The one thing that I will live with, because it's true love, is sports. Sports, Monday through Sunday, every day, all day. Sports, sports, sports. That's what I got myself into. And now he's getting into baseball and hockey. And I'm like, no, that was the only thing. Because it used to be football, basketball, and the fights. So fights are on every other weekend. Monday night football, Sunday night football, Thursday night football, and now baseball and hockey. So I'm in big trouble.
The message to my wife. I want to be your always. I always will have your back. I always will be on your side. And I will always be a shoulder to cry on. And being the man that I am, I'll bring 2.
It's just, I promise to be your best friend through everything, and I'm really excited to start not start, but continue our life together and see what new adventures we have as a married couple instead of just as dating. So I promise to be your best friend, and I promise to be there for you. So.
Newlywed questions. Take one.
Describe Colby's name. Is it a stretch limo, a sports car, or a mini coupe?
A stretch limo, definitely. Oh my gosh.
Stretch limo. A lot. A lot. She thought kissing was personal.
What?
As a betting man, I would have to go like 15 and a half.
Oh, how many times? 0.
How many dates did you go on?
0.
0? Okay.
0.
Kayla has a magazine. Is she Time Magazine, National Enquirer, or 17?
Probably 17.
She is National Enquirer for sure.
Now, your husband using these characters. Is he Batman, Thor, or Daffy Duck?
Ooh. Batman, Thor. Okay. I call him my super... I can't even say that. Yeah, I call him my super save-a-ho because he rescued me, but I have to say he's funny like Daffy Duck.
I mean, I would say mixture of all three. If I had to go with just one, I would say Thor. He's kind of a smooth talker himself. And he lays the hammer.
What?
It was Shirley Temple. What were the other two?
Shirley Temple, Zombie, or Sex on the Beach?
Sex on the Beach.
I don't know what any of those are. Do Sex on the Beach.
Yeah, what do you think he would say to the color of your eye?
I say he says they're great.
Oh, they're a very unique color. It's like this greenish blue, but I'd have to say more green than blue.